येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमामि विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिधि नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी चारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी विशेषचारिणी नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरद्विषेण हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमस्ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। बुक
5.8.14.
15 is over. Today 15 will. Today is 15. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 8, entitled The Character of Bharat Maharaj. Text number 15. 14 is over. Last time I took, no? My dear calf, may you be happy in all respects. 15. अन्यदा वृषमुद्विग्नं मन नष्टद्रविणैव कृपणा सकरुणामतितर्षेण हरिणकुलक विरह विवल हृदय वसन्तापतमेवेशानुशोचन् किल्कश्मलं महद्भिरम्भिता इति उवाच। If Bharat Maharaj sometimes could not see the deer, his mind would be very agitated. He would be like a miser, who having obtained some riches had lost them and had then become very unhappy. When the deer was gone, he would be filled with anxiety and would lament due to separation. This he would become Thus he would become illusioned and speak as follows. Read the
A poor man loses money, some money, or God, he at once becomes very agitated. Similarly, the mind of one mother will become agitated when he did not see the deer. This is an example of how our attachment can be transferred. Our attachment is transferred to the Lord service with progress. Srila Rupa Goswami prayed to the Lord that he would be as naturally attracted to the Lord's service as young men and young women are naturally attracted to each other. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited such attachment to the Lord when he jumped into the ocean or cried at night in separation. However, if our attachment is diverted to material things instead of to the Lord, we will fall down from the spiritual platform.
So in Gita, Lord tells, अव्यक्तादीनि भूतानि व्यक्तमध्यानि भारत अव्यक्तानि गणना एव तत्र का परिदेवना. So Lord tells that there is no need of lamentation. Things were not there earlier, they manifest for some time, and again they will be unmanifested. So for such a temporary manifestation, one should not lament. Sometimes, we get some things. Before that, we are very peaceful. But after getting those things, and if that thing is lost, we are miserable. Then the ones we didn't had that thing. Situation is same. You had earlier, no. Now you have, no. But the suffering is totally different. So like suppose somebody is walking by showroom, for him all cars inside have any affection? No. He is just peaceful. If suppose tomorrow bomb also falls on that showroom and all cars get destroyed, will he have any problem? No. But as soon as he purchases one car and he comes out of the showroom and that car gets scratched, immediately he will start lamenting. Not destroyed, even just some paint goes away or somebody comes and dashes him. There is a bent on the car. Then he is miserable. And previously he was peaceful. So same way, anything comes in our possession. Suppose we got some pen drive, and we gave it to some devotee. He lost it. Then we become so angry upon that devotee, or we feel so much pain. So like that, the things come in our life not to give pleasure, but to give us misery. We think that I'll become happy, but the things which are we get in our life to become happy will be cause of our suffering. The more attachment we develop, the impact of lamentation will be more. So same way here, Bharat Maharaj got attached this deer unnecessarily in extra proportion. So much so that if that deer goes to eat grass, that much time also is not allowing that deer to move around freely. He is feeling that how this deer can leave me and go to eat grass. And tomorrow that deer will get married to some other deer and she will leave. Then he will win the lamentation. So this way the attachments cause the lamentation. And every material attachment will give us a lamentation. Spiritual attachments will give us happiness, but material attachments give us sufferings. But we remain detached from spiritual attachments, and we get attached to temporary material things. We are detached from holy name. We are detached from devotees. We are detached from Krishna. We are detached from whatnot, and we are attached to you know all our things, whatever we possess. You know, sometimes we give gift to other devotee, but we keep our eye on that gift. What is doing with that gift? You know, even after giving that gift to that person, we are still attached to that gift. We always mention, I have given that gift. Sometimes people write their name on that gift, you know, and they go and check whether that gift is there or not. Like they give a fan to temple, on all the wings of the fan they will write their name. You know? In our temple, it's not there, but in you go to traditional temples, if they even if they give fan, all wings will have the names. Even if they give one tile, there will be name on that. You know? And they are very attached. They come every year to check whether the tile is there or not, that fan is there or not. So even the thing which they are, detached, still they are attached. You know? So like that, it is deep rooted. You know. So material attachments are very difficult to give up, and spiritual attachments are very difficult to acquire. We have to struggle at both places to get detached and to get attached. To get material detached, there is struggle, and there is material struggle. There is struggle to get attached to Lord and His devotees. At conditioned state. But liberated devotees, they just give up their attachments as a tekta tur namashesh mandalpati shame sada tuch. And they didn't crack UPSC, after many attempts they got prime minister post. Not like that. A finance minister. They were so qualified that even a Mughal king was recruited them, and he was treating them as his own brothers. And he offered them, the names also. Tabir Khas Sakarman, like that. So that means the king was happy with his performance. Not that he was lamenting why I took this people in my office. Sometimes our employer, they also lament, why I took this boy. Hare Krishna devotee, no more hiring, because our performance is not so great. But that was not the case of Rup Sanat. They were so glorious and so meticulous in their material duties that Nawab used to go out for conquer other land and all that, leaving the entire kingdom in the hands of these two brothers. And then these devotees were lamenting, and they wrote letter to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told them that how you should perform material duties as a paramour. This is not to be practiced that women should not do this thing, but just to give emphasis that how devotional service should be practiced. No? Actually speaking, generally women should be chaste to her husband. But this example just given that if some woman has attached, has a paramour outside, so she will do her household things so meticulously, even her husband cannot detect that she has a paramour. So like that, you people perform devotional service. So that was instruction by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we also work in material life. Sometimes we do, opposite. We become paramour of material life. We show devotees as I am devotee, but our heart is somewhere else. Nobody can detect also that this Vaishnava is not Vaishnava. So like that, we do opposite. So that's why these material attachments which are temporary, we have to realize that they lead us to misery. यही संसर्ग होगा दुख यानी. In material world, all attachment lead us to sufferings. So that's why there is no point, to invite sufferings. Already we have enough, So what we have to do? We have developed the attachment to spiritual things. Spiritual attachments, are very auspicious. As soon as we get attached to spiritual things, Rupa Goswami mentions that how spiritual attachment will lead us to auspiciousness. It will remove all our, kleshagni. It will remove all our, faults, and we will be happy eternally. Why it is? Because spiritual things are eternal. That's why getting attached to them will have no separation. And material things are temporary. Either before you the things goes away, or the thing will be there but you will not be there. So like that, this is the material world. Like we have forts. So many forts are there. We go and visit. But so many generations have died to conquer those forts. They kill each other. The fort is there, but they are not there. So all material things are like that. Either we lose them or they lose us. So that's why we should not fall prey to that. But spiritual thing is eternal. Krishna says, Neha vikramuna shusti pratyavaya vidite sarvamishra dharmasya rayate mahatva. So spiritual attachments are eternal. They never perish. If you become MTech now, you become IS officer now, but after death, you will not be officer. Again, you will start from your kindergarten and all those things. If you get a human life, and if your parents are interested to put in school, but spiritual things are not like that. If you practice little bit also, that will remain in your eternal account. There is carry forward. Nothing will be lowered. So Krishna will preserve. Even if you offer one flower to Krishna, Lord will remember that. So that's why we should be eager to increase our spiritual balance. We may not become pure devotees in one day. That doesn't mean we should not try only. Like we feel, no, either I will be king or I will be, nowhere. Not like that. So we should practice devotional service slowly and increase our spiritual account. And that way we should, like honeybee, we should gather all, spiritual things. And by that accumulation, one day we'll become qualified. So we should not think that, Lord should be merciful upon me. I will not do anything. He should come and he should uplift me. He should pick me up. So we cannot demand such a things from Lord. Although He is capable to do that, but we should not take undue advantage. We have to show our endeavors to Krishna. So we are endeavoring for material things so meticulously, which are going to get vanished. But we are so reluctant to eternal things, eternal practices. So that's why we should begin every activity with the interest. If you don't have interest, then that thing will become burden. So if we develop interest in the activities of spiritual life, then we'll develop taste in it. Then Krishna will give us mercy. But if you don't develop attachment to Krishna conscious things, then just thinking that I will become pure devotee is not going to work. So we have to begin by all our endeavors to get attached to Lord and His devotees, to the process of devotional service. So when one will develop such an attachment, then he will be in lamentation when he doesn't get a chance to perform that devotional service. Now here he is attached to this deer, that's why he is lamenting. And then he will chant so many prayers of why he is lamenting, how he is lamenting. So it appears like a pure devotee only, lamentation of pure devotee in separation of Lord. So same way he is also lamenting. The intensity is same, but the direction is wrong. This lamentation should have been there for separation of Krishna. The intensity is right, but for whom he is lamenting, that is the object of lamentation is totally wrong. So like we chant every day, Shunnaitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virahine. So like that now Bharat Maharaj is feeling Shunnaitam Jagat Sarvam, this dear Virahine, like that. So this is going to act upon him. So we should understand that material attachments are so relevant and they have such an impact. Like we also have seen some boys, they love some girl, they send a letter and she says no or something. Then he falls on the ground in the college, looking at the sky, hopeless. He feels that my life is waste. I should commit suicide. Like that, they go to such extremes, for that person. And later on, he marries to that same person and he commits suicide for that person, because of that person. So like that, these are, for whom he was crying, yelling, shouting, same person became cause of his liberation. So that is the problem in material attachments. The same force they get into, with the same force they will run out from that situation. So that is Bhogatag in material world. They work very hard, then they go to picnic spot, they spend their money, and then again they want to go back to their job. So they have enjoy mentality, then they want to get detached and again suffer. Like that it goes. So parents are suffering in material life, but they will not tell their child, there is suffering there. They give him hope against hope. And people encourage also. Why we should suffer? You should also join us. And when they all unanimously join, they say there is no suffering. But the reality is, they all are suffering. But devotees don't do that. They never cheat others. They tell the reality of this world. And that's why sometimes devotees appear very bad person. They say these are pessimistic people. Always they have negativity of material life. We always hear this material world suffering. Where you go to Sarasbag, people are enjoying. Where is suffering? But they forget to go to Sancheti hospital. Nowadays, hospital is also so nicely covered that nobody knows that it is suffering. There's a AC, full AC is there. Only suffering person is the patient. The doctors are enjoying, relatives are enjoying, they are outside, he is inside. They don't allow him to go inside, and he is crying there, whatever. At the end, they will give him, then they will put in the burner, and then they get a pot of ash. It's so, the harsh reality also is now covered so nicely that nobody feels that there is a pain in this world. At least previously, somebody used to die, they used to cry, whole village used to come, and then they all will see the burning and all. For now, nothing. They take chip in ambulance, and the 4 or 5 people will be there. Then get and burn him. They get the ash finished. So that is the thing. So material sufferings are hidden. Nobody is showing us the sufferings, but everybody is showing us the advertisement of enjoyment. And that's how the Maya is cheating us, making us feel that you can enjoy in this world. But when devotees tell, "Arey, there is suffering in this world," we say, "No, Prabhu. Suffering is not there in material world. Suffering is there in the." So our practice becomes as suffering. People don't allow us to sleep also. The basic necessity, sleeping, eating, going for clearing. You cannot go at any time for you have to take bath every day. But these people, they don't know when they're passing through, when they're eating, when they're. So they feel so free, and we have here everything controlled. So like that, the material world appears very alluring. So we should not fall prey to such allurements. They appear very attractive, but there is hook behind that attraction. Like a bait is there in the water, the fisherman puts to the hook. The fish thing that I will enjoy, I eat that ready-made, you know. And when it swallows along with the bait, the hook, the hunter knows that fish has eaten that bait. Then he was there around with his friends, enjoying nicely. I ate. You guys are hungry. You don't know. I'm so smart. I have ate the bait. But within 1 second, they all wonder where he has gone. He is no more there. He is out of the system. Finished. So like that, many times we enjoy. And suddenly some death, disease comes. And we are no more there. Everybody leaves us to suffer. You know, the friends for whom we worked hard. Nobody is going to come with you when you are going to suffer. You alone have to suffer. Whatever best you might have done to them, but nobody will share your pain. It's your full quota. You have to suffer. Then we will understand who is mine, and that will be too late. You know. So to remember Krishna at that junction is very difficult. So that's why now we should remember Krishna when we have sound mind and health. So in crisis we can remember Lord. When people see military people are running around and they are, you know, if you go to Nasik, there is artillery. They fire big this bombs and all. Then we may wonder, what is this? There is no war. One bomb is like 30,000 rupees, and they are just, you know, firing it. We feel what is the waste of money? You people are running at 4 o'clock. What is it? There is no fire. There is no war. You all please sleep peacefully. But why they are practicing? So when actual war will come, they will know how to fire the, you know, bombs and all that. Otherwise, like Indian police, what happens when they are joined? They are, you know, but afterwards they cannot run only. You know, so we should not become like that devotees. You know, if you sweat in peace, you will bleed less in war. So if we sweat now to practice spiritual life, and we spend our time to do nice devotion service, then the crisis, the real war at the time of death, we will, you know, conquer. Otherwise, we will fail. So we should not say like other people say, "अरे क्यों भक्ति कर रहे हो? ये थोड़ा ही टाइम है, बुरा नहीं करो." And you surprise, do you think all old people are doing devotion service? You think all old age home are like temples? You go to all old age home, they are all playing cards. They are, you know, seeing actually. One person is reducing. But still, those who are remaining, they feel that we'll play cards, you know. So it's height of ignorance actually. You know? So we should not get carried away. You know? In college life, people also get carried away. They see all flashy things, And they think the life is this: have a girlfriend behind, go to some park, go to some movie, go to some restaurant. This is life. But they are kept away from diseases. Nobody shows them what kind of disease people get. Nobody goes to, you know, crematorium also. Nowadays, crematorium also becomes so sophisticated that you feel like you are in park, and that they burn him also without your knowledge. So nowhere, nobody is going to show you the reality of the matter. You know. So we should not get illusioned. We should understand the reality of the world. Neither we should get illusion, neither we should put others into illusion. That this place is nice. We should know that this is not the real nice place, and we should not feel others also to continue this material world. That's why pure devotees say that I feel so much desperateness and I cannot tolerate suffering of material world, material people, because they don't know they are suffering. Maya has covered them so nicely that they forgot that they are suffering also. So we have to understand and realize and don't get carried away with these temporary attachments which lead us to permanent lamentation. But we should become attached to Krishna and his devotees and the process of devotional service, so that we will become eternally happy, and we will not lament for wasting our life. Okay, so I stop here. Any questions here?
Here we see about Bharat Maharaj is hankering after deer. Sometimes we think if I get this success in my material life, I may become a manager or I may get a government job. I will use my position in Krishna service. But to become manager or to get promoted, I slog like anything and then I miss the whole Krishna consciousness. Like I stop coming for morning program, I stop doing services because I want to attend something and use it in Krishna service so that I can serve Krishna nicely. So in that due course of time, we sometimes we lost the track of our spiritual life. So how to balance our aspiration at the same time remain Krishna conscious?
Actually, when anything puts our devotional practice at stake, we should put break to it. Actually, we have certain minimum quota of spiritual life. That much should not be, not get attacked. It should remain intact. And remaining time, whatever we have, we can struggle for conquering. Otherwise, the basic spiritual life also we are not able to do. On the name of advancing materially to advance spiritually, then that is a perfect degradation actually. So aspirations, nobody is stopping us to fulfill. But keep your basic Krishna consciousness intact. So we should take a guidance and to check our basic also. We should not decide this is my basic. Our basic, if we left to us, then that basic will not remain basic only. We'll keep all priorities. We'll decide, no? I'll chant at 11 to 12 or 10 to 12 in the night. So we will, if it is given to us to define spiritual life, then it will be a chaos actually. Spiritual life, we should be under guidance, we should practice. And after practicing that life, whatever we have time, that is our choice, how to utilize it, how to aspire for it. Actually, those who do devotional life very perfect, they have peace of mind, they have, everything. So they can practice spiritual life also, material life also very meticulously. So spiritual life never comes against our material life. It helps actually. Somebody will have more concentration, more ability to remain in goodness, how to utilize time. But if you don't practice spiritual life, then in material life also you cannot practice nicely. So that's why we have to be very careful and to decide our goals also. We should realize our practical abilities and then we should dream about. So we should have that much at least very transparent, understanding of our own selves. Otherwise, you may think I'll do for Krishna, I'll become Prime Minister for Krishna, but nothing happens actually. So we should be very practical. To have vague aspirations is a sign of ignorance actually. So under goodness we should chew as much as we can swallow. Otherwise, sometimes we take a big morsel which enters in our food pipe or this which air pipe.
Yes.
Then we will die unnecessarily. So our aspiration should be checked by some mature person. Under guidance, we should at least verify our aspirations. Otherwise, we only decide I will become that this for Krishna, and then either we get that or another we get Krishna. We will be somewhere in between. So it is better we be very true to ourselves and be happy with whatever comes. So destiny will come its own way, but spiritual life we have to endeavor. But we do other way. We think spiritual life will come on its own, and destiny is fully depends upon my endeavor. भगवान जब बुलाएंगे तब मंदिर जाऊंगा ऐसा बोलेंगे तो कब बुलाएंगे भगवान और आपको क्या मूवी थिएटर भगवान बुला रही they are going with spending lot of money also. Sometimes they purchase black ticket also. यहाँ फ्री में दर्शन है तो भी नहीं आ रहे लोग. So this is what their philosophy. Yes, bro. हाँ
He's saying like it comes by own मतलब यही जो आप एग्जांपल दे रहे थे.
Who is telling?
My father is like this only, that spiritual life will come by its own path. Then I given him example that whoever near you is, you can see him that is in his or her life coming, it is naturally or are dying like.
Actually, they have a good excuse not to become devotees. So Krishna only have to endeavor. to make us devotee. So are we his devotee or he is our devotee? So if somebody says I am devotee of Krishna, so will we not work for him? So for all material things people are working. Prabhupada used to say that even there is a king of forest who rules land. If he thinks that I am king of king of the forest, and he sleeps thinking that my prayer will come automatically in my mouth, then Prabhupada says the deer will come and pass urine in the mouth, and she will run away. So you should not think that I am king and the deer will come in my mouth. Nothing. He has to endeavor even up to become a king. So material thing people are endeavoring like so mad. And they say that spiritual life will happen automatically. And Lord only has to take the charge. I will not do little bit also for him. It is his responsibility only. Wife also will not give second meal if your husband does like this. So we cannot be so illogical. That everything we have to work very hard. And for Krishna, we don't want to work hard. So his mercy will come on his choice, but at least we should show some endeavors. And nobody naturally like to love Krishna. There is very hardly few people are there. So woman cannot say that I will become pregnant on my own. It happens like that. She has to accept husband. She has to go through process. So spiritual life also, if you want to become pure devotee, it cannot be. You have to put endeavor. You have to go at least closer to Krishna. To get his mercy. So basically, this excuse is not to practice. Krishna, if you want to pick me up, you pick me up. I have no desire to come to you. If we have such a negligence, then Lord will shower his mercy. Sometimes even we are sweating, he is not showering mercy. Then forget about it. Sleeping peacefully, then he will be merciful. All devotees have gone through such a terrible, terrific purification. Sometimes we also get scared whether I should become Kunti or I should become Prahlad. Afterwards, life is very good, but before that, nobody wants it. Narasimha appearing, picking up Prahlad, everybody likes it. But getting boiled in hot oil, throwing from mountain, putting in the ditch of snakes, anybody likes that? Nobody. Kunti Maharani, Krishna is touching feet, that everybody likes. But how Kunti has gone her own life, that is very dangerous. Everybody wants to dance in Rasa dance, but they don't know how much they are they have gone through. It's not easy. So happy go lucky is not spiritual life. We endeavor, whatever ability Lord has given, we should endeavor. And somebody doesn't want to endeavor, then what can we do? This lifetime or next lifetime, how many lifetimes they'll wait that they have to decide. But those who want to practice, they have to develop desperateness. Tivrane bhakti yogi. We have to be desperate. So we have to practice as if result depends upon me. Okay? But results, we should know Krishna will give. So that is the practice of spiritual practitioner. So let Krishna give results, but we'll practice our best as if the results depends upon. Okay. So you cannot convince your father. Only make sure that you don't get convinced by. Otherwise, whatever you are endeavoring, that also will hardly we are endeavoring, and people give such a solace. अरे क्या वो आएगा तो आएगा, पैसा बोलेगा तो यूपीएससी वाले सब पागल है ना. Everybody you say you upload this to all things. आपका नेक्स्ट प्रसाद भी नहीं आएगा. बोलेंगे मैं जॉब करने जाऊंगा, बैठता हूँ घर पे 3 बार ताली बजाऊंगा. तो आप ताली बजाएंगे, उधर से गाली आएगा. तो we cannot imitate like that. चलो प्रभुपाद की जय, कोटि वैष्णव की जय.